I have no idea why he was doing a show at an elementary school.
He's done shows just setting up in the park.
Yeah.
Like whenever he was kind of missing there for a little while, they said he would just like show up in random parks with like a little karaoke
and
thing.
Just start.
Yeah, and just start riffing, That's why he's one of the greatest.
Oh, yes.
He's opened up his own comedy club too.
Where at?
Yellow Springs, Ohio. So like a little bit of a drive, but it'd be cool to go.
That's probably not far from Dayton, is it?
No, not at all. But I forget what the hell it's going to be called. They are going to make a old firehouse a comedy club.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. He does a lot of good stuff for the people up there. I think that's where he lives at up there is Yellow Springs.
I actually saw him years ago on the outskirts of Dayton on this one little street. I stopped at a red light and this guy was crossing the street and I kept thinking, that guy looks familiar. That guy looks familiar. So when he's on the other side of the street, the light turns green. I realize it's Dave Chappelle. I roll the window down. I'm like, Dave Chappelle. And he gives me a big thumbs up as I drive off.
That's cool, man. Yeah, he just hangs around town. Like you just go to the grocery store and there's the best comedian on earth, Dave Chappelle. It's cool how he's just a normal guy.
I know a lot of Dave Chappelle bits.
Man, see, I was a big Dave Chappelle fan before he came back, and everybody all of a sudden is also a Dave Chappelle fan. Yeah. Like I grew up watching Chappelle show.
Same here. I mean, I was already grown, but I was watching it.
But I knew Chappelle show before I knew like his actual stand up, and then I got into that Killing Me Softly. That's one of the best stand up specials of all time.
Excuse me, teacher bitch. Can you give me cash? I ain't got time to go to the bank and cash my check.
I like the one bit where he's in the limo in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny as hell, man.
I like his Rick James impersonations.
Rick James, bitch.
Eddie Murphy.
Unity.
Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy.
And I put this big old ring in that big old black forehead of his.
Darkness.
Fuck your couch. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Are we going to be just a minute, Rebecca?
I'm just waiting on Dirty Dan.
Okay. I'm here.
Where's your video?
Having technical difficulties. Please hold.
Okay. Take your time. I'm going to run outside for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Hot box. Eli will keep you entertained.
Oh, shit. I don't know about entertained. I don't know what I can do. I'm not good at anything.
Haters gonna hate. Lovers gonna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you.
Speaking about piss, I'm going to take a piss before we get started.
That was also Dave Chappelle.
Everybody's just losing their mind on Twitch, fucking quoting Dave Chappelle. Fuck your couch.
Do you have all your sounds on Twitch turned down so Corey doesn't surprise the podcast?
Corey, I forgot to text Corey yesterday. I was supposed to meet with Corey yesterday to fix all my shit.
At 4 p.m., right?
Although he never texted me either, so.
He probably forgot.
Yeah, well, I forgot as well. So let me change.
I just don't want to hear thank you in the middle of recording.
Well, that
on second thought,
can't help.
Just turn your volume up because it'll be a good blooper.
Because I can't stop that, because that's if I get like a new follow or something, or like a sub, it'll.
Maybe you can turn your volume down.
I don't know what volume control it does because I fucked with all of them and nothing works. It's like on his, like it's on the back end that I don't have access to.
He was smart and made you not be able to click something.
I can't click shit. I can't click shit. I'm gonna stop the recording on this really quick.
Dirty Dan? Rebecca?
Ready.
Okay. I'm going to hit record, mute everybody's microphone, and start the intro music.
I have come here to chew bubblegum.
You're listening to Here To Chew Bubblegum, recorded from a secret location in the city that moves mountains.
Greetings.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick gas, and I am all out of bubblegum.
That's right. I'll kick ass.
And
I'll chew bubblegum. I'll find some somewhere. I'll go down to Speedway.
okay. And we've got special guest Eli Griffith in the studio. Man, I am tired just watching you dance around during the opening intro there.
I'm a morning person, dude. Like there's something wrong with my brain. I've been getting up early for many years now. So it's just, yeah, my brain is fucked.
So you're an early bird and you eat worms.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder how worms taste. I bet
The
they're
early bird may get the worm, but the late worm gets to live.
Oh, I like that. I wonder how worms taste though. But it's a little bit salty. They seem like they'd be a little bit salty.
It tastes like chicken.
It does not taste like chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Have y'all ate worms?
You ain't never grabbed
Yeah.
a handful of night crawls and taken a bite out of them?
I'm curious now though. Like I don't want to do a handful, but I do one little string of spaghetti.
You ain't gonna taste it.
You would taste it, yeah.
No.
I would take I'd take like half a bite, like half a worm.
You can just do like one worm. Like just go outside and just
Pretty
dig
big
one out
worm.
real quick.
Yeah. We can actually, when we take a
That's not
break,
bad.
we can go out and get a worm and we could have you eat it.
Make sure it's
Y'all
recorded.
know worm
Right here. Yeah.
There had to be money involved for me to eat a worm, but there is a price that I will eat
I
a worm.
think I have a shiny, crisp dollar bill in my wallet.
It would be much more than $1 bill. Probably do $50.
No,
That would be like my end.
to eat a worm.
Yes, $50.
There might be a $5 bill.
Now,
in my
$50
wallet.
$50 for half a worm, 100 for a whole worm.
No.
Listen, I got a printer here that says you'll eat 1,000 worms then.
Hey, that's one. Like instead of like going to college and doing all this fancy shit in my life, I could have learned to print money.
Yeah.
That would have been the right way to go about it. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
We got offers coming in for Venmo and PayPal, Cash App. Like, what do you want?
Hey, you may be eating a worm before the end of the show.
Oh, I forgot that we're live on that
Yes,
thing.
yes, we are.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Damn, I should have put a higher dollar on that then.
Oh no.
Listen. Don't whore yourself out for worm eating on our podcast. All right.
Dirty Dan, if he wants to eat worm, let's let him eat a worm.
I'm okay with him eating a worm if he wants to eat the worm. It's him whoring himself out to get to eat the worm is
I'm okay. $200.
No.
$200
You
I'll do it.
All right, now he's getting to escort level.
You have already said 50. How's
50
your
for half?
50 for half? How's your guys' week been so far?
We got a ton of people dropping money for worm eating.
All I can think about is when they're going for the beer fest team, and it's the nickel to touch your toes, dime to touch my toes, quarter to watch me touch your toes. Oh God,
I love Broken Lizard. Them guys make some great movies, man.
Oh God, why did we start this way?
I did think that we
So
would.
are we
worm
rinsing the worm off first, or is it like
Yes, hell
dirty
yeah.
all?
Hell yeah.
No.
If you rinse the worm, you're only getting $1.
I need $1.50.
You know what? We'll let you rinse it in the river.
I mean, I'd just rather eat the worm.
I mean, you're really missing out if you rinse all of its goodies off of it.
That river would give it all types of flavor. That's like teriyaki sauce. I didn't think that I was going to be eating a worm this morning, but that looks like what we're going to do.
Yeah, it sounds like it's what we're going to do.
Well, after after an email we're going to read, it might sound like a better alternative.
I just realized too, before we start on the email, I don't know what the hell I have done. I've either lost a sheet or printed the wrong thing off. How many pages is your email this week, Dirty?
4, sir. I got 4.
Okay. Yeah. I must be missing 2 pages.
Damn it, Goose.
Yeah. I had one job.
One damn job.
Let's see. Dirty Dan, if you want to start out with email, please, by all means.
Well, it's funny you say that, Goose, because I just looked and I only have page 3 out of 4 and 2 and 1. I'm missing the last one.
Damn it,
I
Dirty
have
Dan.
no emails. So
That's because you weren't told to read any this week.
See, me and Rebecca are doing our job.
She can read mine. So there were 4 pages.
All
I
right.
never got emailed shit.
I printed your format out for you and gave it to you last night. I hand delivered it.
There are no emails. There are no emails on this file.
That's because it's a separate attachment.
How about let's just I know Dirty Dan, you got one email. Let's just read that one email and that'll be it for this week. We'll save everything out. I'll make sure Rebecca gets copies. And because I don't know what the hell is going on here. I've evidently printed the wrong thing. Or no, wait. Okay. I have.
We can't do that because there's so many emails pertaining to this week.
We can always do that.
Just want to let you know, we got a GoFundMe started for the worms.
Hey, okay. Damn, I might be eating a worm. If the price is right, man, like I'm not even fucking around. Like I will eat a worm if the price is right.
Okay.
Well, let's see where that GoFundMe gets. Wait, what's the GoFundMe set on?
$50.
No, $50 is half a worm.
No, well, hey, we will watch you eat half a worm.
Has to be a small worm for $50 though.
Oh no, that's what she said. No.
How about this? How about we get something started for a GoFundMe and we figure out what we're going to do with the GoFundMe account. But for every $100 mark that you hit, you have to eat a worm.
Oh, I love that idea.
Shit.
I love that idea.
Oh,
and then we could actually have him come back on the show and eat the worms.
And that's the only way he gets the money is by showing him eating the worms.
Yes.
Oh man.
I love that idea.
Or we could even like donate it to like charity or like a cause or something.
Fuck charity. If I'm eating worms, I'm getting all that money. Fuck Judy's place. Who cares?
You know, there's dying kids at St. Jude's right now.
I don't give a fuck. I'm eating worms.
Well, I mean, they're going to be.
Eli wants all the proceeds.
I have to live the rest of my life with that. Okay, them kids probably only got like 6 months. Like they don't have to worry about that. Fucking, I ain't gonna give them the money. I'm broke.
It doesn't have to be that charity, bro. We were
Wow,
I'm just reading
he
comments.
went there.
To everybody that's about to get mad, I'm just playing around.
Hey,
My God.
He works in a profession where he has to watch his language daily. So he told me before we started he was really going to cut loose.
Oh, I was hoping so, and that's why he was like, when we started, he was like, "Dude, do I have to?" I'm like, "Let it fucking fly."
Yep. I see. This is what I like.
So picture this: there's $1,000 raised. That's 10 worms automatically. You have to come back and eat 10 worms.
Man, 10 worms for $1,000.
Do you want garlic bread and sauce with your worm spaghetti, or are you just gonna eat them raw?
No. Worms.
I don't even know if
Can I have some type of condiment?
You can have a drink.
No,
you get water.
Let's hear his condiment. Let's hear his condiment request.
Trying to think. What would taste?
Mayonnaise.
No. Ugh. I just rather eat plain worms.
I'm going to
do you want some like garlic aioli sauce?
What the hell's that? Y'all are fancy people out there in Lexington and shit like that. What's that? Chipotle? I don't know. What that is. We have ranch.
Sir, I work in one of the most rampant methamphetamine areas. We're not bougie out here.
Okay.
That's bougie ass sauce, whatever y'all just mentioned there. I don't know how to spell that.
I have got it. If you eat, if we raise $1,000, you eat 10 worms. I've got something that will go along great and complement it.
What is that?
Cat shit.
No. No. Hey, 10 worms for $1,000, man.
He said nope, good. Water and dirt, straight up, and the tequila worm.
No,
no
tequila worm.
Tequila worm. No.
The last one could be a tequila worm, so that way I black out.
The last one's got to be the tequila worm.
Yeah, see, I can black out and just forget it all.
I would just to say that's not fair because that will happen.
All right, then let's say if he pukes, that he only gets half the money and the other half goes to charity.
No, if he pukes, he gets nothing. He spills his guts. He spills his guts to charity.
Yeah, I don't want him in the studio puking all over the equipment and gear.
Then do it outside.
That's why I said we got to record outside.
Yeah, we'll do it outside, and it'll look totally normal to the other activities that happen in this room. Well, like seeing a dude outside throwing up, eating worms, that's normal around here.
Yeah.
That's normal. That's what they do.
That's just
we've also had. He can write it off on his taxes. You gotta eat so straight up out of the ground, dirt and water and all. Like that's what you gotta do. Also,
I will buy 10 worms.
Oh God.
Oh no, we're gonna
the night crawlers.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna pick him some good old night crawlers.
Yep, the night
crawlers.
See,
we need to figure out the type of worm.
Night crawler.
Night crawler.
Man, they have some worms that are like flavored. Like you can at the science center.
Yeah,
they got shit.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How the fuck do you know that there are flavored worms?
At the science center, they have flavored crickets, flavored scorpions, flavored worms. There's sour cream and onion, cheddar cheese.
But these worms cannot be gummy worms.
No, they're not gummy worms. This is like the real shit.
They were once, in fact, living creatures that were now dead and injected with flavors from Pringles. You're not putting your hand in the canister. You're going to dig in the dirt and you're going to eat it.
This is a small, tiny cardboard box that they come in, sir.
Sorry.
That's an underrated album, I must say. That Jay-Z and Linkin Park done.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
But back to the worms. $1,000.
We could have a Purdue Bug Bowl annually.
What the hell's that? Purdue.
Eli's got worms.
What's a
We're
Purdue?
just coming up with shit.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Yes, it does.
Purdue. I don't know what Purdue is, but
it's a meat company.
Ugh. I know that makes it sound nasty now. I thought it was like going to some type of dessert.
You were first place in a cricket spitting competition back in elementary school.
It's not Dirty Dan's meat that can't be beat.
Hey, listen, I got the trophy and everything, But I have ate crickets before. I've ate crickets. I've ate snake, octopus, alligator. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff in my life. My ex is, never mind.
Right. Oh, you don't want to go there. You're afraid your wife's going to listen.
I'm talking about nasty stuff anyway.
Yeah. I got it. Dirty Dan, do you want to start out with the email? Rebecca, do you have any emails in front of you?
No.
No,
Okay.
I got nothing. But Eli, send me your email and we're going to get this bug thing fucking rolling, bro.
I got you. 10 words for $1,000, man. Like that's not sounding bad.
No.
$1,000, man. I could
I
use
have no
that
emails.
$1,000.
All Dirty Dan sent me
I
was
think you can
the
do it.
opening and all of the fucking information that you guys talk about at the end. That's all I
Okay.
got.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
called the format.
Dirty Dan, just read yours, brother, and we'll save the rest for next week. So, and we'll add some with that.
That's
can just
disappointing,
come up.
Goose. That's disappointing.
I have been told that before that I'm Mr. Disappointment. So
We can just come up with emails. Like 69 just blaze 420 says, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Worm Eater 104 says,
Eli, are you aware of who Ballin Cox is?
No, but it sounds like a great name.
Then you just sit there and hold on to your britches because you're not going to have to make up any emails after this.
Wait, what'd you say? Ballin Cox? Bowling Cox?
Yes.
We say Bolin because the first time he wrote in, he spelled the name Bolin, which to me would be Bolin. But
Yeah.
it has since changed slightly to emulate Ballin, and the last name is Cox, Cox.
Ballin. That's very clever.
I just want to preface that for you because it'll make a whole lot of sense when I get to the bottom of this email. Dear Dirty Dan, so glad to hear that you had an email because I've been dying to write in and ask something personal. First, let me say that I don't mind if you mention this and discuss on the show. In fact, even though this topic is a little sensitive for me, if I thought for 1 second that this issue could help at least one other person in the world, I would encourage you to do so. It all started when I was born. It wasn't until I was around 15 or 16 years old that I knew I was different than my peers. Up until then, I just thought everyone was the way I was. You see, Dirty Dan, I was born with a deformity. To my knowledge, the medical community still don't have a scientific term for my condition. Dirty Dan, I was born with one oversized testicle where my cock should be, and I have two smaller than normal cocks where my balls should be. When I first realized I was different was when I saw another man's cock and balls. No, I'm not gay. Jerry Wayne, my neighbor, fell off his mule one day while we was out on the trail, and it spooked my horse pretty good. Accidentally, my horse bucked and kicked Jerry Wayne right square in his genital area. Blood was everywhere. He fought me, but I was able to get Jerry Wayne's britches down to try and stop the bleeding. To my surprise, he had a near 8-inch penis where my one oversized ball was. And most shockingly, the man had two testicles where my smaller than normal cocks were. Now, as astonished as I was at the sight, the hoof of my horse had cut the tip of Jerry Wayne's cock almost clean off. If it wasn't for my wife, Sally Jean Sue, jumping out of the wagon and applying pressure, I think Jerry Wayne might have lost feeling in his head. Turns out he was fine, and Sally Jean Sue milked that man right back to 100% health. Even to this day, he tells me his cock has never felt so strong. Needless to say, it was a real eye-opener when I found out everyone didn't have a ball and two cocks. I went through some dark days in the beginning and went as far as to legally change my name. I thought maybe if there was someone else out there like me, it might help them confide in me. So far, I haven't had any luck. So today I'm writing to you and Here to Chew Bubblegum asking for help. Not for me, though. Nope. I'm writing this letter because little Bobby Ray Stevenson Dave, who was born with no taint, is getting to that age where he's becoming self-conscious, both of himself and about his body. He thinks because he doesn't have a taint, no one's going to want to lick his asshole. So Eli, what advice, if any, could you guys pass along? Could there be any connection in our deformities as it pertains to the extraterrestrial? You and the show are our last hope, Dirty Dan. P.S. Yes, my testicle rests in a gigantic scrotum.
Them dudes need to go into porn right away. Like, that God blessed them. That's what they were put on this earth to do. Go into porn. Yeah. If I'm scrolling through like the hub, and there's a video of a ball and two cocks, hell yeah, I'm clicking on that. I want
one big ball. Like, just imagine like a small kettle ball and just two tiny little candy cocks.
I want to see it. I want to see this. Like, I will watch that video. I will give it a thumbs up.
Will you watch that video while you're eating worms?
I might be doing some other stuff too if the video is good enough. I mean, like, I might be eating worms while tugging on my worm. I don't know. We'll see. That these guys might have a future. Who knows?
They could. Who
knows? That's what I think they should do.
What would what would be a good name for him if they start in that business?
Oh yeah, Ball and Cocks. He's already got it. I mean, perfect. The dude already has a porn name. His email address.
Ball and Cocks.
Yeah, that's the porn name right there. Ball and, like, you hear that? Ball and Cocks. Dude, I dig it. This is my new favorite porn star.
You don't even know it yet.
You are a completely different person on this podcast.
Well, this is me. Like, Goose can tell you, like, this is me. This is me.
So the guy who interviewed Rebecca for a job, not job, isn't you?
The FCC won't let me be, so let me be me, so let me see.
FCC won't let me be.
Shout out to Slim Shady.
So now you're on here, and we're glad to have you here. Thank you very much, Mr. Cox, for writing in with your email. I want to apologize for everybody else about the misarray, so forth, that I printed off. We will get those next week, and you can always call, text, or leave a voicemail by calling 606-373-3396. That's 606-373-3396. Yes, Rebecca, go ahead.
I have Open Topic Podcast on my Twitch right now. He says, I have all the camera gear and the lights and the backdrops. I'll send it to Cox Hardington.
I'm excited about this man's career. Like, I think he's going to do great things.
So well, maybe you need to have him on your show sometime.
I mean, we can just put it right there on the table. We can really inspect this.
Phrasing.
Hey, there are some people that have like two cocks, for real. Like, that's the thing.
What's that?
And two vaginas. That is also a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing too. And they have like some girls have three titties. It's wild.
Science bringing the meaning "go fuck yourself" to a whole new level.
But you can always email all of us. You can email me, Goose, here to chewbubblegum.com, Dirty Dan at here to chewbubblegum.com, Rebecca at here to chewbubblegum.com, Ned or Elliot at here to chewbubblegum at yahoo.com. We're going to go straight into segment one. Dirty Dan, what are you going to be talking about for us?
Well, today I'm going to talk about astronomers that found two hidden galaxies at the edge of space and time.
Oh. Interesting.
Very interesting. I can take that out of my save stories now.
Well, just wait, because this is why someone went back to tube steak.
Okay.
I guess Eli doesn't know about that yet.
No, not yet.
That just shows he doesn't listen to our shows.
Bolin Cox's niece has a crush on Dirty Dan.
Oh.
As he put it, she grew up liking ladies, and when she heard, how did she describe my voice, Goose?
Angelic.
my
Love that
deep,
word.
manly yet angelic voice made her go back to liking the tube steak, and they're afraid to show her a picture of me.
She might have 3 titties. You never know.
I'm a happily
Tube
married
steak.
man. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's funny, man. I've always liked that word, tube steak. That's a funny word.
Yeah, it's like meat grinder.
Yeah, we need more words like that.
Moist.
Chris.
Yes.
Dirty Dan.
Yes.
What are you even talking about?
It's mangelic.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Mangelic.
Who said that?
Open Topic Podcast.
Oh, Mangelic.
Angelic.
Another great
Or
name.
what about Dangelic?
Ooh, yeah. There we go.
Fancy. I see what you did there.
Yeah, thank
Fancy,
you. Thank
fancy.
you.
It's like
You
some
got
young
that.
boy sauce. Mandangelic.
You've got that Dangelic voice.
I do have that Dangelic voice.
That's another great porn name.
Yes, it is.
Dangelic.
If you were going to be in porn, what would your name be?
Oh man, that's a tough
Buck
one.
naked?
That's too easy. That would be my porn name. Too easy.
Too easy.
Yeah, and I would like kind of like dress like this. And like instead of like TOO, it would just be the letter 2.
Oh,
Too easy.
there you go.
Too
Kinda-
easy. Just one number, 2 letters.
Yeah, and instead of like EASY, put a Z where the S is.
I like
no,
it.
no, Eli,
Like
it would be,
Yeah, too easy.
I imagine your logo like 2EZ.
See, there we go. Like there's something there. Kind of reminds me of J Rock off of Trailer Park Boys.
That's what I was going with.
Yeah.
Since you keep making all the beatbox sounds. All right.
No pain. Everybody loves Trailer Park Boys. It's a great show.
It is. Anyway, anywho, back to science and tech and stuff that is not porn related.
Tell us about those 2 galaxies.
Man, what a pair of galaxies. Anyway, a team of astronomers stumbled upon and now identify 2 hidden galaxies that are residing at the edge of space and time. A team of researchers has accidentally found the 2 galaxies. Yoshinobu Fudamoto, I apologize for that, an astronomer at the Research Institute for Science and Engineering at Waseda University in Japan, and the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan, led the team that used the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array located in Chile to make the discovery. ALMA is an astronomical, interferometer of 66 radio telescopes and is capable of seeing through dusty environments and viewing incredibly large distances. The team stumbled across the 2 new galaxies when they were observing 2 target galaxies named Rebels 12 and Rebels 29. The team noticed that thousands of light years away from the target galaxies, there were bright emissions. This discovery led the team to pursue with follow-up observations that led to the discovery of 2 galaxies named Rebels 12-2 and Rebels 29-2. These galaxies were hidden behind a cloud of cosmic dust and aren't visible in UV and optical light, though. Researchers are now estimating that the newly discovered galaxies formed only 800 million years after the birth of the universe. The birth of the universe occurred 13.8 billion years ago. Nope. Sorry, technical difficulties. Fat fingers, terrible thing. That could be my name, Eli. Fat fingers.
That's another good one.
By pure chance, the 2 galaxies that were discovered are remaining behind a thick veil of dust. The obscure galaxies that were formed more than the 13 billion years ago help scientists find other ancient objects that are also clouded in dust. By using a slew of different ultraviolet light filters, they're able to see the hues and the makeups of the galaxy, or comprising of the galaxies, that shine much brighter depending on what ultraviolet light. The team noted that the serendipitous discovery of these two dust galaxies at the edge of the universe shows that our current census of very early galaxies is still incomplete. Another side note to those is that 2 of those 4 being talked about right now, they believe have life in them.
So they have life in those galaxies.
They're showing signs of life through the, I guess, emissions that are coming off these.
So does that mean like alien life or
What are
vegetation?
emissions? What are emissions?
Huge. No, it's a cosmic dawn or the epoch of reionization that is creating these emissions. I guess they're radio and frequency waves are picking up. And the ultraviolet is used to filter the light that's coming through there because it's hidden by the dust.
How do they say that's life though? I wonder, like, what does that mean? They have Sirius XM with the radio waves? I don't know what that means.
I mean,
Everybody's got Sirius. Come on.
yeah.
Are you serious?
To me, where it says, where it said in that story, emissions, maybe that's, like our planet emits, radio waves, television signals,
Yeah.
Smog. Maybe it's that.
Maybe. So that's what I want to know. Like what exactly is that sign of life that they're talking about?
Well,
I mean, I don't think that we're the only ones in the universe. I mean, hell, that's stupid to think that. I just want to know what they're saying because I'm too stupid to understand it.
why you gotta put yourself down like that, Ricky Bobby?
Oh, I'm a moron compared to Hoshi Shimoshi and over there in Japan that discovered these things. Like that dude, yeah, that's somebody smart. He's right. I mean, like, I'm a dumbass. Who am I to say that dude's wrong?
I mean, to be fair though, he didn't discover it. He just thought it was dust. They had to use a whole bunch of technology to figure out it wasn't just dust.
That dude's a dumbass. Okay. Hershey Yoshimushi.
I still think in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll have solid proof that we're not the only ones. There's other life forms out there.
It's going to happen, man. Like sometime in our lifetime. I think it has to.
I've got a strong feeling it'll be the next 3 to 5 years.
What makes you say 3 to 5 years?
I don't know. It's just, from doing research on all this stuff, I mean, pretty much every day, that's just a gut feeling that I've got. And it just seemed that, 3 to 5 years. So I think we'll know.
I hope so.
What's that look for, Rebecca?
Oh, what look would that be, dear?
Any and all that have occurred over your face the last 5 minutes.
I just find it interesting to listen to you guys talk about this.
What's your thought? Do you think 3 to 5 years? Do you think longer? Do you think our lifetime? Do you think never?
Until they until the government fully discloses something?
Now, I'm not saying 3 to 5 years before the government fully discloses something. I'm saying that
No government relation here.
yeah, we will know for ourselves in 3 to 5 years without any government disclosure.
That life exists outside of this realm.
Yes.
Like you will encounter it within the next 3 to 5 years.
How have we not already?
I think we have several times, and you can start.
It's already happened, right? I mean, for thousands of years before all of this, it's already happened. So if we create our own reality and we're excelling our ascension and we are every day becoming more open to all of these possibilities, then it's already happened, right? If everything's already happened, then this has already happened.
Very good point. Mind blown.
Eli's just like,
and one of the things that I was never taught in school was You know, the 1952 incident where you had for several days UFOs flying
In Washington?
over the White House.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean, that's as close as you can get to landing on the White House lawn.
Yep.
I was never told about that in school.
Nobody talks about that shit.
So
And that blows my mind. I mean, that to anybody out there that doesn't believe in aliens or UFOs, like that's some of your best proof. Right
yes,
there.
and it's still to this day unexplained.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
It was on the movie. Fuck, it came out years ago. What was the name of the movie? Oh my God, it just jumped out of my
Spielberg?
fucking head.
Mars
It
Attacks.
doesn't matter. The movie doesn't matter. It was a movie about aliens, but the opening quote, can't remember who the quote was by either. I'll find it. But the opening quote was either we're alone in this universe or we're not. And both are equally terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that
yeah.
quote. I really like that
Yeah.
quote. I just don't see
Anything
us
foreign to us, yeah, is alien. Exactly.
I just don't see us being
So
alone.
technically, fish, like anything living in the sea, is an alien because that's a completely different life form. Like in water, you trade your ability to breathe to be able to fly in that universe, in that world, in that realm. So, I mean, technically, anything not human is considered an alien.
Mm. That's an interesting way to look at it. I don't see us being alone. I don't see how people can think that way.
I don't either.
Like ever since I learned that the sun is a star and I look up in the sky just to hear little Harold, Kentucky, you know, and you see all those possibilities of planets and other solar systems and yada, 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 all this smart shit I can't understand. It just doesn't make sense that we're the only ones.
And oh yeah, and I totally agree with you. Well, thank you very much, Dirty Dan, for that story. Rebecca, when I'm going to talk about AI, do you want to read your thing before or after I do mine story?
You go first, and I'll see if I can, because I want to make sure it ties in properly, so I might have to preface it differently.
Okay, all right. And this one is how to detect fake AI. Something in the eyes reveals if you're looking at a person who doesn't exist. We live in fake times. Reality is prevalent as it ever was. And of course, it's becoming harder to find all the time. Perhaps nowhere in this phenomenon is more unsettling than the weird world of deepfakes and other computer-generated faces of people who don't actually exist, yet look uncannily like the real thing. Scientists have now developed a technique that could help us detect whether the faces we're looking at are indeed genuine people as opposed to phantoms conjured by artificial intelligence. According to a new preprint study led by the first author and computer scientist Goose from the State University of New York, the secret, he says, is in the eyes, specifically the shapes of the pupils, it turns out. Zooming in on artificial eyes of fakes created by a machine called the GAN, which stands for Generative Adversarial Network, the researchers noticed the funny thing about the pupils. Unlike real pupils, many of the deep fakes aren't actually round. Their pupils have near circular shapes for healthy adults, the team explains in the study. Comparing this with real faces, we observe physical artifacts that can be observed in the eye regions of generated faces. According to the researchers, this strange giveaway is due to the GAN models lacking an understanding of human eye anatomy, particularly in regard to the geometrical shape of regular pupils. The findings are available, and you can find those out by going to their website, arxiv.org. Again, that's arxiv.org. And if you wanted to know that scientist's name again, I will tell you, it was Hugo, Huiguo, Hugo. So
Such a great name.
thank you. Thank you.
What? So wait, okay. So you're supposed to get a magnifying glass and hold it up to somebody's eye.
If you're close enough and able to see their eyes, the AIs, the fake people that aren't real, their pupils are not circular.
That's weird.
So
Why can't you just
as
like throw
ours
like a
would be.
bucket of water on them?
Well,
And like maybe
you
they'll
could-
like spaz out or something.
You could do that as well. Have you seen some of these videos, you guys, though, of these like deep fakes? And I mean, they look real, 100% real.
Have you seen some of the fucking filters on TikTok? I made a
Yes.
video about this on my old account that was banned, but it was the hair dye one. And like, yo, I was like moving my hair and everything, and it was picking up like the highlights. It was like moving with my hair. There was no like interference. Like it didn't look like it was like lagging at all. And I'm like, if they can give this to the public and they right and they have that available on a fucking app, come on. And the government is already what, 100 years ahead of us, so their eyes actually have like almost like a sharp edge to them.
Yeah.
Kind of like those
Recent studies have revealed that the government could possibly be 300 years ahead of us in technology.
That's fucking
So-
crazy, man.
And that stuff that's came out over the last year, right, Dirty Dan? Because used to it was like 100 years they were ahead of us in technology. Now there's like, and I can't remember what story we read that on, but they're like up to 300 years. It was an Army general
Yes.
that had retired, and actually DJ actually said he agreed with that statement.
Yeah.
That their technology is 300 years ahead of ours.
That's
So that
wild.
just shows in the last 5 years how far theirs has advanced.
Oh my God.
So I think that I know exactly how to tie this in. So this is out of the book Untethered Soul. If you haven't read this yet, I'm reading it randomly. Like I open the book up randomly and read passages, and it usually ties in. But if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. It's a very good book. It talks about like your inner monologue and like separating your consciousness from your ego, and like it just gives a completely different perspective of life, right? So this particular passage is in a chapter, and it's called The Lucid Self. And what it's talking about is like your consciousness and being aware. And it goes into this this story of movies and how like you get drawn into movies and you kind of forget like where you're at, right? And I was it reminded me of a time we were in Orlando, and they had this like 3D movie that was your senses as well. So like when they sneezed in the movie, like not only did it pop out of the screen, but like water misted on you. Right. So it felt like you were there. Like they let loose rats in the movie and all these little strings started tickling your ankles. I mean, fuck that shit, but that's what happened. So the book goes in and talking about like what would happen when you experience all of a movie, including smell, taste, sound, touch, emotions, all of it. So this passage is very interesting. And I want you to think in terms of what you're seeing in the world now, the division, the shenanigans that they're putting on the screens, the propaganda, all of it. Now imagine that movies are made not only to engage the five senses, but also make your thoughts and emotions synchronize with what's happening on screen. With this movie experience, you're hearing, seeing, tasting, and suddenly you begin feeling the character's emotions and thinking the character's thoughts. The character says, "I'm so nervous. Should I ask her to marry me?" And suddenly insecurity wells up inside of you. Now we have a full dimension of the experience, 5 physical senses, plus thoughts and emotions. Imagine going to a movie and getting plugged in. Careful, that would be the end of you as you know yourself. There would be no object of consciousness that is not synchronized with the experience. Any place your awareness falls would be part of the movie. Once the movie gets control of the thoughts, it's over. There is no you in there saying, "I don't like this movie, I want to leave." That would take an independent thought, but your thoughts have been taken over by the movie. Now you're completely lost. How will you ever get out?
Whoa.
Ties in perfect with it.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's going to get to that. It really is. Like with the VR
It
stuff.
already has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already. Yeah. It's crazy the technology that's available today.
You know, I think in the early 2000s, there was a book called "Do You Want to Eat a Worm?"
Can I do a virtual reality experience with a worm first?
Sure.
I mean, but like for real, it's going to get to the point where I think that like you won't be able to tell which reality is which. I'm not smart enough to understand how that's going to be a thing, but I think that it's going to be a thing. I mean, it's already getting there.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking weird time to be alive, man.
Well, but I mean, hey, this is a great time to be alive,
Oh yeah, I
because,
love it.
I mean, just the technology, and it's going to get better. And I read last year in an article, and I wish I had that article in front of me, but it said that people that were alive right now that were under 55 had the possibility of living to be 200 years old with the technology that we currently have and what would be coming up in the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, I still think they're perfecting it because what's his name? Was it Philip, the guy that just died? That with the royal family?
Oh yeah,
One
yeah.
looked like a zombie.
Yeah, Prince Philip.
Yeah. If the technology was good right now, that dude could have still been 11. But I don't think he made it to 100. So they're still getting there. If
Rebecca.
anybody can afford it, it's old Philip.
Oh yeah, Philip could have afforded it.
Rebecca's been chomping at the bit for like 5 different times now.
I know. So what I want to say, we are the awakening. Like, it's happening. It's already it's not like looking at like the optimal timeline reality and going through the Great Awakening map. Like, it's happening. We are the fucking awakening. And you can see the divide, like brainwashed people and these fucking zombies that are walking around, and how Oren puts it, like the muggle population. You know what I'm saying? Like it is real. Like you see it. And that's where you get into being able to tap into your consciousness, to be able to center yourself, to be able to ground yourself, right? And you almost learn how to live in both realities. You can live in this 5D utopia, and you also currently right now have to then tap back into the 3D realities to survive in this society, right? You have to go to the grocery store. You can choose to homestead, but if you're not there, like we're not there yet, so I have to interact with the muggles, you know what I mean? And to the other point that you were talking about that I remember it was shit. Fuck. It's gone. Where did it go? What else were you saying? You were talking about
we were talking about like medical technology.
Oh, right. Because as you raise your vibrations, as you get to this 5D plane, as you start to separate from all of the chemicals that they've been feeding you for years, right? Get red dye 40 out of your diet, stop using fluoride, stop drinking bottled water, like all that shit. You tap in with your pineal gland and you start decalcifying and like getting rid of all these toxins in your body. That's how you're going to live to be 200 years old, because we're going to go back to holistic medicine. We're going to go back to, ancient Asian, Chinese medicine. I mean, look at how they live in their culture forever. Can't tell the age of Asian women. They're beautiful. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It is hard to tell the age, but and I hope I don't offend anybody.
The ones that get that far.
No, it's cool. We have a pass. My sister's from Korea.
What was that? Dirty Dan?
I said, no, it's cool. We have a pass. My sister's from Korea.
Okay.
You know how long it took me to like remember the fact that not only Dirty Dan had a sister, because they're both adopted. So that and we when we first started dating, we weren't very involved with each other's families yet. So I had to oh, right, you have a sister. And then it was another layer oh, fuck, she's adopted. And then it was another layer oh shit, she's Korean. I had to just keep right, that's the thing.
That would be a good sitcom show right there.
Well,
I think ABC needs to pick that up.
You did.
I would get taken off the air so quick.
Yeah, all the TV sucks nowadays.
Yes, it does. Dirty Dan, what do you have next for us?
I have the newly released details about the Northrop Grumman DARPA awarded contract.
Let's hear all about that.
Fuck.
Did he just have an orgasm?
No, it's a thing on Twitch. I can't swear for 3 minutes.
Oh,
Eli,
shit.
are you aware of the show Letterkenny?
Yeah. I fucking love Letterkenny.
I'm
I haven't watched
more
it.
of a oh fuck. I prefer Dan's oh fuck. I don't just yell fuck.
Love Letterkenny, man. God, it's such a good show.
Shirt tucker. All right. Let me get ready here for my Dangelic voice.
Dangelic.
Northrop Grumman Corporation was awarded a contract from the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, Strategic Technology Office last year for the Game Breaker program. This innovative program seeks to develop and apply artificial intelligence to existing real-time strategy games to break a complex model or create an imbalance. Northrop Grumman will use this opportunity to evaluate and develop technology to improve flexible planning, optimization, and discovering products that operate dynamic environments. Using AI to exploit engagement models can help to enable intelligent systems that could in turn enhance military strategy, said Susan Wilson, Director, Intelligent Mission Capabilities and Advanced Technology Laboratory, Dexter's Laboratory, Northrop Grumman. We are exploring how we may be able to use this methodology in the future. Northrop Grumman's Game Breaker team includes Hazardous Software and Slytherin Software's Matrix games. Working closely together, this partnership will use advanced AI techniques to model and break bounce with a highly complex simulator environment called Command Modern Operations. Hazardous Software Inc. is excited to continue a partnership with Northrop Grumman, said Christopher Hazard, CEO, Hazardous Software. Building upon our 13 years of history modeling dynamic adversarial scenarios and leveraging the dive plane machine learning platforms, HSI's approach to Game Breaker complements Northrop Grumman's longstanding experience and technology capabilities for the military. Command Professional Edition is the only war game being analyzed by DARPA in the Game Breaker program, said Ann McNeil. We are interested to see how the AI behaves and if it manages to identify loopholes that need assessment or if it comes up with innovative strategies that are applicable to the real world while being modeled simultaneously. HSI creates technology that enables and incentivizes people to operate strategically in uncertain environments, regardless of whether it is a game, a simulation, or real-life event, planned or unplanned. HSI leverages its unique capabilities in counterfactual reasoning and through understandable artificial intelligence via its relationship with Diveplane Corp, a company it spun out in 2017. Matrix Games specializes in COTS physics-based simulators and strategy video games. Though careful research and development, commercial simulations are turned into modern and powerful programs that are utilized and are able to replicate complex military operations from tactical and operational to analytical, utilizing the Flashpoint campaign sim, which has now been appointed to year 2 of the Athena prototype project by Defense Energy Center of Excellence on behalf of the United States Army Future Studies Group. Northrop Grumman solves the toughest problems in space, aeronautics, defense, cyberspace to meet the ever-evolving needs of our customers and militaries worldwide. Our 90,000 employees define possible every day using science, technology, engineering to create and deliver advanced systems, products, and services.
What's your whole take on DARPA? Eli, let's start with you.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. What are they working on here? That's a lot of words that you just used.
What this article is releasing is that it's released some of the terms for a contract that was awarded from DARPA to Northrop Grumman to team up with the leading VR people in the gaming industry to help bring and advance that technology for war games, training, and wartime for our military.
Okay, so they're going to be using virtual reality in the military.
Well, they already have been, but they're trying to advance it. They're trying to make it next level, just like everything else.
I think that's pretty cool. I think that'll help a lot, even with law enforcement too. I think that would be a good thing for just to get the accurate training. Because I mean, like when it comes to war or having to deal with a dangerous criminal or what the hell ever, like how do you train somebody for that, besides like not like how can you train somebody for that when you're not putting them in that scenario? There's no book that can teach you war or how to deal with a dangerous criminal or whatever type of incident that a police officer would have to deal with. There's no book or class that can really teach you that. Like you basically have to be put in the water, sink or swim type of situation. So I think that's cool, man. I think that some of this technology, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, we're playing God. Like, let's do it. Like, I'm all for technology. I think it's cool. Like, whenever that one scientist made the baby that couldn't get AIDS or HIV or whatever it was in China, everybody was mad about that. I think that's cool. I think that some technology can be used for good things. And I see that as a good thing.
That's a good answer. Very good answer.
Oh, no.
Rebecca?
I just have one simple question. In reading that, did you say the word Slytherin?
Slytherin. It's one of the two companies.
Okay. I was like, are we really going straight Hogwarts here? Like, that was my question.
Oh, definitely. We're about 55 minutes into the show. We're going to take a break and have an all new Ned set, and we'll come back and we'll talk about some recent UFO sightings, a TikTok story that supposedly showed an alien ship. And Dirty Dan, what do you have to talk about?
Fact or fiction Minnesota UFO sightings. Recent.
Oh, so is this the first real or not real?
It can be.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to Here to Chew Bubblegum. Okay. Everything stopped. Hey, what we'll do, Dan, or Dirty Dan, when we come back, I'll start out with the TikTok ship. Then we'll both do the UFO sightings. And then what did you say yours was again?
It's unexplained. It's explained to unexplained fact and fiction inside Minnesota's recent UFO sightings.
Okay, Minnesota recent UFO sighting.
It's from MUFON.
MUFON, Minnesota. They eat muffins up there in MUFON, Minnesota. That's like Canada, but not Canada. They're like the off-brand Canada.
That's the gold Canada or the silver Canada Diet Coke for Canada. And New York, where Rebecca's from, is a gold can. Like, what's not?
Sounds tasty. I'll drink one. Now Canada's weird, man. I got some family that traveled through there. I forget which part of Canada it was, but they ordered mac and cheese, and it was cold
with maple syrup,
carrots in it. Yeah, fucking
that's
weird.
That's very weird.
That's why they get free healthcare, because they eat weird shit like that. Who knows? Canada's beautiful though, and like I just want to go to Letterkenny. Like Letterkenny's a real legit actual place.
Yeah.
And man, I would love to go.
I would do.
What was the name of the place again?
Letterkenny. Yeah, it's a show. Like the show is based on an actual place in Canada.
That's got 5,000 people in it. It's a very small town. No one moves in. No one ever leaves. It's just Letterkenny.
This is Letterkenny, and this is our problems.
Yeah.
I'm going to step outside real quick and then use the restroom. We'll be ready to go with segment 2. What we'll do in segment 2, Dirty Dan, we'll scrap the black hole story I have and then your second story. And after segment 2, we'll just go straight into segment 3 and then close everything out and take a little bit of break. And then we'll have to come back and do the radio show.
10-4.
Or the new radio stations. And then we'll still have, Monday or Tuesday to record. Probably Tuesday, if that's good with you, to record the radio show. So the weekly radio show. So,
I mean, we can do Monday.
Okay. All right. That sounds good to me too. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you want to pause the recording, Rebecca, if you're able to do that, the Howard Stern show, where Sal the stockbroker goes, "My cock is gone. My cock is gone."
So what's funny is when Bob was here, Bob's coming back tonight, by the way.
Oh, is
he? Yeah, he's staying for a night. So we'll be doing probably a special Twitch tonight. I know I'm off on Sundays, but we'll be doing it.
He might whip his cock.
But huh?
He might whip his cock out. I'd be careful. Your dad sounds like
No, he has rules on Twitch. He has rules. But Corey clipped the sound bit and he plays it when he comes on. But I was hitting the bowl and my dad's like totally like, what are you doing smoking the dope? I'm like, oh my God, Dad. First of all, it's not dope. All right. Like it's not dope. All right. And so I'm like, I've already hit it 6 times. He goes, yeah, and I smelled that fucking skunk's ass every 6 times you've done it. So Corey clipped the sound bit and he plays it on the Twitch.
That's awesome.
I hate when people call it dope.
I know.
It's just weed. Not dope.
It grows naturally. You don't gotta do nothing to it.
It ain't fucking crack. Like crack and heroin's dope. It's just that's such a nasty word for it.
I know, but my dad's stuck in fucking 1950.
Yeah. Mine is too. My dad's like born like 1954 or something like that. It's old as fuck. Can you imagine? Elaine Earhart just passed away.
Oh, I did not know that.
But she was like 90, about to be 96 or something like that. She was born in like 1926 or something like that. Can you imagine being born in the 1920s and being alive?
Wait,
today?
Isn't Betty White still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that Betty White, like sliced bread, was made
Yes.
Betty White was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Betty White is literally the best thing since sliced bread.
Yes, she is. There's Dirty Dan.
Had to play with my kitten.
Hey, man.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with that.
What type of cat is it?
A street pussy.
Nice.
Eli loves the pussy. He's got some at home.
I have 4.
Do you really have 4 cats at home?
4 cats and a dog. Well, 3.5. Like one's my landlord, but she's more of ours anyway. I'm a huge animal lover.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I love them too. They're delicious.
I fuck them.
Pong pow meow meow.
He was joking.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
Well, this just got real crooked real quick.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Oh, is this where we're drawing the line?
No.
Yeah.
We're talking about eating worms and
Chicken
Asian
fucker.
people and God. We draw the line at animal fucking. Okay. This is where we draw the line.
Oh.
No, you want to know what's concerning? No, you want to know what's concerning is I had to put this fucking copper talk shit, which is this green, awful, nasty concoction that I had to make to treat my horse's feet on the fucking bottle of the copper talks. It says, and I will take a fucking picture when I go to the barn today. It says, not to be used on horses intended for human consumption. What?
Huh?
It's for the
Yeah,
nether
exactly.
regions.
Exactly.
Wait, so it is for human consumption?
No.
Oh,
But if you plan on eating that horse, you can't put this stuff on it.
I wonder what horse tastes like.
Why the fuck are we eating horses? Okay, why is that a fucking thing?
Because it's lean protein.
I would try it.
No,
I would try it.
I don't think I would.
Man,
You're
like,
gonna fucking pay people, or you're gonna have people pay you to eat a worm, but you'll go fucking take a slab off a horse?
yes.
Oh my God, you're a special kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I am. Well, but you know, like I can see why people become vegetarians. Like I totally get it. I was watching this.
I'm there.
Yeah, I get it. I see.
You ate chicken the other night.
Ooh.
I'm like a loose vegetarian, and chicken's about as far as I'll tell you what. If
Are
you
you
put
like the-
anything
are you like
red
the
meat
Mennonite
on that
vegetarians?
smoker, I ain't eating it.
Are you like the Mennonites of vegetarians? Mennonites, the Amish. Never mind. Okay.
Yes, Eli. That's what she's trying to be.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit record. Eli, do you want to bring us back when I point at you or nod at you?
What do you want me to say?
Just hey, welcome back to here.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We are recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome back into Here to Chew Bubblegum.
That was pretty awesome. Were you ever a cheerleader in school?
I dressed up as a woman once in high school.
I
have a picture.
Was it for a contest?
I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
it was like the men, like the senior dudes that wanted to participate versus the senior girls that wanted to participate. Sounds like a bad porno.
I bet you made a pretty lady.
It wasn't bad.
The problem is it's transferred over, Eli. You got to stop doing that stuff.
No, but I look pretty. Am I a pretty girl?
Rebecca,
I wish I had bigger boobs though. Like my buddy, like he got the it had like these like the balls that you like have in Walmart. Those like the whatever like rubber things, whatever. He had them. I had to work with toilet paper, so I only had like itty bitty titties.
Itty bitty titties.
Yep.
Rebecca, do you have a comment on that?
I have a statement
Okay.
that for no competition and $0, Dirty Dan put on my bikini top, and I have the picture.
That is true.
Really?
That's true.
I would like to see that picture.
Go ahead, pull it up.
You know what, Goose? I will send that to you.
No, pull it up. Put it on the Zoom.
Thank you very much.
Put it on the Zoom.
I'm probably going to make sweet love to myself looking at this picture, Dirty Dan.
That's absolutely fine. Just I hope you're an oh fuck kind of guy.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of all fucks.
Yes.
I love Shorzy. He's my favorite on that show.
Who's your favorite?
Shorzy.
Oh.
Did
you know that's Wayne, right?
Yeah, you can tell by the tattoos. Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance, Dirty Dan, to check out What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
That is a good show, isn't it?
No, I do listen to y'all's show because I heard y'all talking about that.
What We
with
Do in the
Seth.
Shadows. Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, man, that's a good show.
And I actually think Rebecca would like that too, because they shoot it like The Office, like a documentary, and it's even got Craig Robinson in a few episodes that was on The Office and played Daryl. So it's
And the dude that fucking what was his name? He's on in the Shadows too, but he's also on The Office. He only had a few small parts. I think he has glasses in What We Do in the Shadows.
you're not talking about the energy draining vampire, are you?
I haven't watched that much of it. I've only
Okay.
watched clips.
Okay. Wouldn't
But like there's this one episode where he's fucking with somebody online, and like he goes to like meet him in an alley or something like that.
yeah, that's Colin Robinson. He's one of the main leads.
He's on The Office.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
So-
Has Gum gotten mintier lately?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm one of the biggest Office fans you'll ever
Me
meet in
too.
your life.
Me
Love
too.
The Office.
Eli, you're about to
I
get boxed.
challenge you.
Okay. Ask
Hey.
us anything. We have an office quiz.
That would be fun.
I am looking
Let's
for.
do a fucking. Can we please do a fucking Office podcast?
Oh,
Dude,
I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
I'm so down.
one of my favorite characters on that show is Robert California. That is, oh my God, I love that dude.
You don't even know my first name. I'm the fucking Lizard King.
Everything is sex. It's just
You're gonna want the sexual metaphor.
What's your favorite episode of The Office?
the second one. The one where the fuck is it called? Where they have to
Diversity training.
Diversity Training Day. Yeah. I think that fucking Comedy Central, those punks, those pussies, they deleted that episode from their archive.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
really?
they're not going to show it anymore.
They took a lot of episodes off their archives.
You want the
Yeah, I
cookie?
seen that one specifically. Yeah, but it's funny.
You want
know?
the cookie? You want the cookie?
Stanley has black. We didn't plan that. If I had to go off of stereotypes that I do not believe in and that I do think are wrong, you would probably be a bad driver. Oh man, am I?
Eli, look at your screen.
I don't see anything.
Yes.
is
You see where Rebecca's at?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, come on.
Rebecca, talk or something.
Come
Do you
over
see
here.
that? Hey, let me talk. Do you see this now?
God. That is sexy as fuck.
Thank you.
Can I show Twitch?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
That is
Dude, you were
Dan
rocking it.
Dan Gillick.
Like for real. Like that's some Sports Illustrated type shit right there.
I think my favorite episode of The Office is Dinner Party.
Dinner Party's a good one too. That and what was the one?
Airs beats Battlestar Galactica.
What was the one like where they were like, doing the training where Dwight sets the fire?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Today, smoking will save lives.
Because that and the one CPR episode is like all like one big,
yeah.
It was like a series finale or something like that. So it's like like both episodes are one episode.
Yeah.
And damn, that was just
so
good.
That was a good one.
It's like all my children grew up and married each other.
So what did Twitch think of my my Sports Illustrated debut?
Dude, I wasn't expecting it to be that sexy. That was sexy.
I do what I can. It's not much, but it's honest.
We will,
turned on.
Rebecca. We will have to plan this out, and I would like for you to come back sometime in November, probably like the first Sunday in November, if you're available.
Yeah.
And we will do the entire episode will be about The Office.
I'm down.
We'll ask each other Office trivia, and we will. I mean, because I'm all for that.
I'm down.
I am all for that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll wear my Dunder Mifflin hoodie.
Okay. I will wear my Dunder Mifflin t-shirt.
Man, I love The Office. I can't wait for this. I'm so excited. I really like this. I'm looking for
Oh,
I think so my mom got me like an official Office like book. And I think there's like a whole trivia section in there that I can pull like questions and shit from.
Okay, good, definitely.
I'm not going to do so good during like the Will Ferrell stuff though, because I was trying to forget.
No, fuck Will Ferrell. They made a terrible mistake bringing him on.
Yeah, I love Will Ferrell, but he sucked in The Office. Like I just try to forget that those.
You can't have that dog. That's my dog.
I try
Give me that.
I just try to forget those episodes exist. So like I kind of block them
out.
Yeah.
What happened?
Look, I'm juggling with one hand.
What happened to the turtles? You ate the turtles.
I do like when Will Ferrell is like, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen."
Here's my favorite, my top two of favorite clips from The Office.
What's he gonna do? You gotta take out your socket and your socket. Take out your socket and your socket.
I love that. I just love the "Suck It" song.
Oh, it's so good, man. So good.
Yeah. They don't make television like that anymore.
No, they don't.
And they'll never be able to. That's one thing that Steve Carell said a little while back is like, there's never going to be an Office reunion because you
can't do it in today's climate. Everybody's so offended over everything.
Yeah, they'll risk their careers doing something like that.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I'm going to start out talking about a recent TikTok video. You can take a look at a mysterious ship spotted at Skunk Works, Hellendale Radar Cross Section facility. A clip posted on TikTok shows a pretty weird shape of a trailer at the Hellendale Radar Cross Section facility. A pretty intriguing object that was spotted in a video on TikTok by our friend OSINT researcher Ruben Hoffs. A dark colored shape sitting on a trailer as it is moved from a location that has been identified as the Hellendale Radar Cross Section facility in the Mojave Desert, not far from Lockheed's Skunk Works facility at Plant 42 in Palmdale, California. Hellendale had the aircraft developed and operated by the Lockheed Martin Corporation used to measure radar cross section of stealth aircraft designs. The story goes on to say, I was just scrolling through TikTok this morning when it came up in video that's shown. It was open on the map. Ruben told us in a message. At first, he thought it was a movie prop, but soon realized that with construction going on in the background, it reminded him of an article about the site recently. TMZ also said that they realized it wasn't a movie prop, but possibly some kind of proof or concept design that would be tested over there. Again, basically the video, I wish I had it with me, but it showed it was similar to a TR-3B, but it was rounded and it was jet black, and it came out the front like a pancake. And that is supposedly a new one of our ships that they will be releasing very soon.
Oh, shit.
Did you happen to see the TikTok video, Dan?
I did not. I'm actually trying to look for it.
Okay. I'll have to find that because I think I favored it and I'll send it to all you guys.
And a lot of times they'll delete a lot of that shit too, man.
Yes, they do.
One of my buddies, he sends me some stuff, and even some stuff that you sent me. Like I won't be able to look at it right then, so I'll try to look at it later,
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty Dan.
Censorship at its finest.
Oh, yes. Let's start out with some recent UFO sightings. And Eli, you and Rebecca jump onto this, jump in whenever you want to. These are from UFOcasebook.com. On July 4th of this year, an unidentified flying object was videotaped over Glendale, Arizona. What a coincidence. I saw a black speck hovering up in the sky and zoomed in and recorded a red and blue colored saucer type event. I tried to put a camera on a tripod. By the same time, the object was gone. This object is hard to define. It starts off as an oval/disc, but soon turns into a more barrel shape. It seems to expand like a balloon that has air injected into it. Quite interesting. From the description of that sounds very similar to the TikTok story that I just read and saw the video on.
All right. On July 6th, we had a unidentified flying object videotaped over Florida. It says, I observed a very strange object hovering silent in the sky. It was white at first, with at least two separate sections of 6 large tubes connected together, appearing vertically, roughly 5 to 10 feet apart from one another. Appeared to be a single object. Each connected tube, 6, at least 12 total, stepped down in size like a Native American flute. I remember reading that one before and trying to figure out what a Native American flute was.
Those are the tube UFOs that they call them. On July 10th of this year, an unidentified flying object videotaped over Nevada. Video was taken with my phone camera attached to our telescope. The location was west of Mesquite, Nevada. The object appeared to be rotating and changing colors. It was visible to the naked eye, but much better with the telescope. After watching it for quite a while, it just disappeared. It was difficult to determine what exactly the object was.
Do aliens have gambling problems? Why are they always in Nevada?
Area 51.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
man, I think that there has to be a new area by now. You would think, man, because everybody knows about Area 51.
Yeah, but we don't know what's underground.
But we also don't know about Area 51, the fact that it just keeps getting larger and larger and larger and larger, as Jerry Freeman discovered when he snuck into Area 51 for a week.
Man, I still think that they have to have someplace else now. You would think.
Well, if you go down the rabbit hole a little bit, there is supposedly a thing called DUMS.
Hey, Goose.
Military stations. Yes, sir.
How about you let Rebecca tell Eli what Area 51 is in a kid's movie?
She has already, but she can tell him again, Rebecca.
I don't know if he remembers.
He doesn't look like it.
Oh, you really don't remember?
I might remember once we get into it.
This was when we came to the job interview.
Dude, that was an intense podcast. That was a lot to wrap my mind around.
Okay.
Rebecca? That's why I kind of stepped back, because I've already blown your mind a couple times.
Yeah, that was, like I said, intense.
So, in the beginning, like the first 6 minutes of Lilo and Stitch is like escaping in the cop plane or super jet, whatever. And he's like plummeting towards Earth, and the like computer alien is like trying to track his location and his trajectory. And he's like, oh, it looks like he's headed towards Area 51. They call it Earth. So what if Earth is Area 51 and the underground like DUMS is the escape?
I remember that now. And you never know. I mean, like,
As above, so below, right?
this world is so weird. I don't put anything.
Well, you can find maps online. Well, yeah, on DuckDuckGo that supposedly show the locations of the dumps, the deep underground military stations, and they go east coast to west coast, underground.
Yeah.
All over the United States, and they interconnect, with the Roswell and the Denver airport. And
it would totally make sense for them to have stuff like, well, I mean, we know they already do, like the Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Like how that they had all the underground stuff there that you can go to nowadays.
Yes, you can go visit it.
It's since been declassified or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine the stuff that they have not classified.
Yeah. No, and when we're talking about underground, we're talking about underground tunnels that go east coast to west coast all over the United States, pretty much like 4 lanes.
Yeah,
underground.
Makes total sense.
So
makes total sense. I mean, like, if I was a big ass powerful country with a badass military, hell yeah, I want some underground tunnels.
Yeah, and if you dig, what was it, Dirty Dan, earlier this summer, just a few months ago, when Washington flooded really bad, streets, they claimed that they actually struck something when they were constructing some new areas of the underground tunnels. That's why it flooded, and they didn't have rain. You just had a bunch of water coming up from underneath. So that's what they claimed. Actually, I accidentally struck something.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So
no, I can see it. That makes sense.
Dirty Dan, what's your next one there?
The next one comes from while we were at the bunker, 7/24/21, titled "My Father Saw the Bodies, Chasing the Truth About Roswell." The daughter of a U.S. Army officer reveals exactly what her father saw firsthand at the world's most infamous alleged UFO crash site. Early on 8th July 1947, a press release issued by the 509th Bomb Group based in Roswell, New Mexico, revealed to the world's media that something incredible had happened. A UFO had crashed in the area, and the United States Army Air Force was now in possession of a flying disc. The news was issued by First Lieutenant Walter Haut, the public information officer at the base, at the behest of base commander and close personal friend, Colonel William Blanchard. By day's end, however, the information was retracted, and a new press release was issued claiming the mistake had been made and that the UFO was in fact a crashed weather balloon, a turn of events that made Haut a figure of public ridicule.
I still think that was 100% legit and real, and they retracted the next day because they had never prepared for that situation.
Yeah.
Well, and how about, 9 years later when they found the identical ship that had the appropriate timeline of crashing at the same time, like they suddenly both had a loss of power, communication, or navigation, whatever happened to make them both simultaneously crash away in a 20,000 acre farm in the middle of the desert.
I ain't familiar with that.
Yeah, that one.
Nobody is.
It's a place in New Mexico that they basically call what is it? A dead zone where electronics and so forth.
Yeah, I've heard
Yes,
that's where it happened at.
it's like 250 miles south of Area 51.
See, like, I don't know what the fuck happened on that day, but it wasn't no damn weather balloon.
No, it was not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an alien, secret government technology, what the hell ever.
I don't think it was secret government technology. I actually think it was aliens.
You never know. I mean,
okay.
It's one of the two. Like, I just like you can. I don't know, man.
Okay.
It's a really weird situation.
Okay,
So
let me.
Well, I'm gonna say, like, I do think it's more aliens than government technology.
Okay. All right. The public relations officer, Lieutenant Walter Haut, do you think, and he's in the Air Force, do you think he knew the difference between wood and aluminum foil versus something not of this planet?
This is the dude that the daughter's talking of.
Yes.
though, right?
The one that, yes.
So that's the only thing that gets me about this is, like, it's the daughter. Like, I don't know her.
It's because he released basically a deathbed story or statement on everything he saw and happened, a deathbed confessional, because he wanted the truth to be known once he passed, and that way all that can be said is that someone's passing along information and they're not the ones to ridicule, it's him.
Did she record him doing this?
I don't know.
I just don't know if I can trust this daughter.
Goose, I did have a story on that
Yeah,
he was
he actually-
recorded.
Yeah. So yes, he was recorded.
See that? I like that. Because like I just ain't going to trust her word. You know, like the Nirvana baby is suing right now.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's totally ridiculous.
yeah. So like people will do all types of shit just for their 15 seconds of fame. But with her recording him, no, I dig that. I like that. Because I mean, like you never know, you know. And some of these military people, they take that shit to heart. Like some of them take it to the grave.
But yeah, some
Yeah.
of them do. You know, George Bush Sr. would be an example. But even before, a few years before he passed away, when asked the truth about aliens, he said the world couldn't handle the truth, basically, you know, if it came out. So, I mean, what does that tell you?
Exactly.
You know, now he was older. He was, you know, did suffer from dementia, but he did say that. So,
Speaking of George Bush, Rebecca.
she is shaking her head.
Eli, she had the best Cards Against Humanity pair of all time. And it said, "What is George W. Bush thinking about right now?" And she played the card Dead Parents.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be something about 9/11.
No.
oh.
And like, well,
I
Jim,
just
go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Because there's a little bit of a lag, so I thought I had a check. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, even Jimmy Carter, you know, like believed in UFOs and stuff like that. And I think Clinton said something about it too.
Ronald Reagan, JFK.
Reagan, yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, there's something to it. That's what pissed me off about Trump, man. I thought that he was going to be the one.
I did too. I did
I thought
too.
he was going to be the one to just fucking go out and say it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
He was too busy having his golf simulator installed.
I know it.
you just think like he'd take too much Vicodin before a rally one day, and he talks about it. It is, man. That's what I was looking forward to. If he wants to win again, if he runs and wants to win again, say if you elect me, I'll tell you everything you want to know about aliens. Everybody will vote for you. Everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally agree with you. Let's see. Moving on to the next one. On July 31st of this year, unidentified objects form pattern over on the video of the moon. I had second thoughts about releasing this video, but later decided the world needs to see it. Maybe somebody can figure out what the sign means. The sighting was witnessed by two individuals. Editors note this appears to be quite an interesting video. At first sight, the problem is when taking a video from any distant object like the moon, objects between the Earth and a distant object are very hard to determine whether their distance from the Earth is. You know what their distance from the Earth is.
Mhm.
We're going back to the moon. Do you think that we'll get any better footage than we did the last time we were there?
Who says we ever left the moon?
True.
Well, you know, hey,
Yeah, well, I mean, I think of course we're going to get better footage. I mean, we have much better technology nowadays. The fucking like all this shit they're doing with Mars.
Now, Eli.
Mars is filmed in Arizona.
How can you say we have better technology? Because NASA said we haven't gone back to the moon because they lost the technology to go to the moon.
It's all bullshit.
I thought it was a case of funding.
Nope. They came out and straight up said that we lost the technology to go to the moon.
yeah,
The
Well, they
moon. You
Lost the technology.
they lost the technology, and
How did they lose it? They like misplace it. What did
they
mean by,
actually
like-
also videoed over the moon landing, and a lot of stuff that the public didn't see accidentally recorded over.
Who the
that.
fuck? Like,
Yeah, for real.
That is 100% legitimate.
that blows my mind.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that even the government is dumbasses. Wow.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Like, I can get like recording over your wedding or something like that. Like how some people do that. How the fuck do you record over moon? Do they bring out a VHS tapes?
They
like-
apparently must have.
What the hell? Like, man.
And I mean, you know, it was hard to get to the moon last time because the ship pretty much looked like it was made out of aluminum foil and plastic pipe.
I mean, like,
That's not far from the truth.
Cardboard and garbage bags.
Yeah.
So,
You can look at one of the lunar capsules at the Wright Pat Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. Goose, you are not far from the truth.
you know, I think that we're going to learn more about space and I think we'll be able to visit planets, like actually visit planets whenever it like with the people like Elon Musk. What's that term that they use? Outside industry, what the fuck ever.
yeah.
Like just people doing it on their own terms.
Yeah.
Like how Richard Branson and all them guys, or what all the stuff they're doing. That's how we're going to find out the truth about space. Not
Jeff
now.
Bezos and his phallic shaped rocket ship.
I like Jeff Bezos. That dude, like if like Lex Luger or like or just a real life villain was a person, that'd be Jeff Bezos. That's stupid.
100%. 100%.
They were throwing around Skittles. Like that dude is just going through a midlife crisis right now.
Yes, Rebecca.
He went through a divorce. Jeff Bezos losing it.
Yes.
So I want to know, because someone brought it up in the comments, and I feel like I can say this without swearing. I want to know, first of all, about eels. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to know why we stopped exploring the ocean and went to space. And I'm also convinced, and I will die on this hill, that the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to the hyperdimensional hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn.
6 people in the car.
There's
Eli-
4.
What was the last part there?
6 people in the car. JFK.
No. What she said. The last part there.
That
The last part, that
Big word. Slow it down. Slow it down.
the Bermuda Triangle in the ocean is a portal to the hyperdimensional hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn.
What's a hyperdimensional hexagonal?
If you look at a picture of Saturn here, I just so happen to have one. Shit, it's on my iPad, isn't it? Fuck, I swore. Damn it.
Yeah. You can. She's on Twitch and people's telling her not to swear, and they're spending their coins. So she has to.
They're making it very difficult and interesting.
Oh, okay. She was challenged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They I gotta find. I will send it to you, but you can DuckDuckGo it if you just look up the hyperdimensional hexagon or North Pole of Saturn. Just look up North Pole of Saturn, and it looks like a hexagon. You know, like there's like a thing. It's a hexagon, and I'm convinced that's where the eels come from, because eels don't have any reproductive organs, and they swim into the Bermuda Triangle and fucking come back with spawn.
It is weird. I've seen that thing about eels, how we don't know shit about them. Yeah. Who knows, man? I mean, we still haven't really figured out what black holes are. So they're wormholes could be a thing.
Yeah. Dirty Dan's got a picture there on the screen.
Talk, Dirty Dan. I can't see it.
Well, when I talk, you're just going to see my tailpipe. Phrasing.
Yeah, but he's got.
Hold on, I got it.
Okay, Rebecca's going to show it. Oh, while she's pulling that up, did you guys hear about who Jeff Bezos is going to take the oldest person into space?
I thought he'd done that.
Oh no, the oldest person is 90-year-old William Shatner. Will be going up in space
That
next.
is so fucking cool.
So,
man, Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk is going in
Oh,
space for
that's-
real.
Dude.
Maybe they'll actually get up to space this time and not have to have the FAA just come down and rain on their dick parade.
Yeah.
Man, I seen all the Austin Powers memes about that. That was great. Jeff Bezos.
Here, I got it pulled up for you.
I thought that was
Do you see it?
I thought that was a legit titty.
It's
That's
Saturn,
one
bro.
big ass titty.
It is that's weird.
It's Saturn. It's Saturn. Do you see that?
I kind of no, go over a little bit. I can't see the titty.
What can't you see?
I can't see it.
The titty.
Yeah.
The titty.
Put it back up there and
Here.
talk.
Here. It's right here. The hyperdimensional hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn.
Looks pretty wicked. I don't know shit about.
It's on the map. It's on the
space.
map.
I don't know shit about planets or anything, so I don't know what that is.
Me neither. You just
So, I mean,
researched it.
It can be anything. Who knows? Like the fucking Bermuda Triangle though, it is weird. Like didn't they like wasn't there some type of report that came out a few years ago though about something about the Earth's magnetic fields are weird right there, and maybe that would be the cause of why people.
I did do a story on it last week.
Did you do a story on that last week?
I did.
Yeah,
I haven't
but
listened to that one yet.
you know, the magnetic field thing is the same as the Roswell weather balloon. It just don't fly to me.
You think there's a what, y'all think this portal is like underwater?
I don't
No,
know.
it's that whole area.
Me personally, I don't know what it is. I think it's all unexplained.
I want to fly over that shit. We need to.
Mhm.
We'll go up here to the old airport and get us an airplane.
There we go.
But like, well, even like, I mean, it's been a weird area for hundreds of years.
Mhm.
Even explorers talked about weird shit
Yeah.
happening in that area. So who knows? I ain't smart enough. I don't fucking know.
We went to go on a Bermuda cruise, Eli, and going through there, a freak hurricane came out of nowhere, listed the ship heavily, so much so that everything on the top deck, pool water, all the furniture flew off the side or the top of the boat into the ocean over the side. And then just like that, it was done. We were fine.
Weird shit.
Mind blown.
Who knows what's going on there? But something definitely is going on there. Like nothing that much weird shit happening in one area. Something to it.
Oh yeah. Dirty Dan, do you want to read your next UFO sighting?
Yeah. So this comes from a video of an unknown flying object over Manhattan, New York on August 7th of this year. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. It really freaked me out. Finally, the object moved away at a rapid speed. The darkened oval object appears to move slowly until about the 50-second mark. I'm pulling the video up now because I'm curious.
Yeah, you know, and it's harder to see UFOs in big cities where they're lit up and stuff. It's easier in our area, you know, because you don't have as much street lights and distractions. And
Oh, that is crazy.
and there was actually a UFO sighting earlier this week about
I
what
seen
12
that.
miles up the road from us.
Yeah, like the Appalachian UFO looking society. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that Facebook page is called.
Yeah, it
but I've
was at
seen
the
that.
Pikeville Business. What is it? Industrial Park.
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
Oh shit.
yep.
Who knows?
Goose, I was today years old when I realized that all those titles are hyperlinks to the articles and the videos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There ain't no way that's a weather balloon. Holy shit, that sucker was out of there.
So you found it, huh? I actually saw it. So
Oh yeah.
on August the 18th of this year, two UFOs caught on video in New Jersey. Two UFOs caught on video outside a cabin in New Jersey. Objects were super close. They were two objects, according to witnesses, that is really no more information provided by the witness that submitted the story. But you can hear the conversation between one of the man and the other. This may be computer generated, but I have no proof that is the case. That was the next one. You know, and that's something we've talked about. Everybody's got technology. And you do have some people that really want to try to go out and scam and make stuff. And that's, just, you know.
So that's one thing that like really like fucks with me whenever
yeah.
it comes to UFOs nowadays is, I mean, dude, there are some people when it comes to video editing, them motherfuckers
Are so
good.
Yes.
And like it's amateur people that are doing it in their mom's basement, you know?
Yeah.
And they are good.
Yes.
So it really fucks me up whenever I see something on the internet and like it looks legit, but you have to second guess everything so much nowadays.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a keyboard commando sitting in mom's basement yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the next one, Dirty Dan, that you've got?
Well, I just watched this video and I can say just by the video alone, the questions at the bottom are nope. From September 4th, UFOs caught on video in Hampton. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Or is it a UFO? As firefighters tackled a blaze at the Red Funnel Terminal in Southampton, a ferry cam picked up 5 unidentified objects in the sky. Eagle-eyed viewer Jay spotted the shapes at 2:20 a.m. this morning, Friday. So what are the unidentified flying objects? Speculation circulating on social media has ranged from aliens to shooting stars to meteor showers to satellites. One post questioned whether it was aircraft from the Bournemouth Air Festival, while another person asked, is it Elon Musk's SpaceX project? Definitely not that. Definitely not aircraft. Well, it's definitely a type of craft in the air. But you see 2 flying together and 3 flying together, and they come together. They go behind basically the hue of this work light blocks the view a little more, and then all of a sudden, if you just watch at like the 18-second mark, you just see them go shooting straight up. So it's not a satellite. It's definitely not any sort of SpaceX project, because it's definitely 5 craft that came together and then yeeted on out of here.
Love that word.
We while you were doing that, we had a wasp flying the headquarters, and Eli took care of that wasp for us.
I hate bees.
He killed it. So if you heard a big smashing sound, he took care of it.
That's
Thank
okay.
you, my friend, you saved us.
So I hate bees. I got stung by like over 40 of them one time whenever I was young. So yeah, fuck bees. We have come way too far with science and technology that we can do without bees. We can find another way to pollinate flowers. Some people say save the bees. Fuck the bees. Fuck it. We can do something else. Artificial honey. Who cares? But so like something, I caught the last end of that.
This was actually a wasp, though, you killed, correct?
Same thing.
Okay.
No, they're not. They are not.
Same thing.
They are not.
All of them. We can do without the hornets, wasp, honeybees, all of them. Queen bees, daddy bees, all of them.
Pimp bees, hoe bees.
Boobies. Oh.
No, we're not doing without boobies.
But you know, like some of these, how we're talking about people that like can artificially make videos or edit videos or whatever. Yeah, that's possible. But also, I think that, you know, everybody has a fucking cell phone in their hands nowadays. Some of these people could be getting some legit shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
World star.
You really never know. I mean, just like the Arizona lights, you know, a lot of that shit came from home video. Everybody, well, some people had camcorders back then. They were able to get it. And now everybody has a camcorder.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, yes, some of this can be edited and some of it could be real. It's just hard to tell the difference between the two nowadays.
The last one that I have happened on September 14th of this year. UFO videoed over Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I was walking my dogs, and when I was on the walk, a street light got brighter and brighter. I've experienced this before, and in my mind, I thought something was trying to get my attention. I finished the walk, and then I noticed something strange in the sky. It didn't look like a normal star. I went in and got my phone and started recording. It pulsated and started moving. Then a green orb appeared on one side, and a red orb appeared on the other side.
I wonder what that is with the UFOs, like how they had the little orbs, around them.
Well, I
What
mean,
the fuck is that? Because like there's a lot of videos that have them.
Yeah, it could be, you know, a second ship, it could be a number of things. It could be a guidance surveillance type deal or something.
But that's one thing that you see a lot in UFO videos is the little orbs.
Yes, you do.
Something
Rebecca.
So orbs
Whoa.
orbs are energy. I forget that Eli can't see me until I speak.
I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it caught me off guard. That is a badass crown hat thing.
She's the queen of the flock.
I am the queen of the flock. This is my crown. I made this.
That's a fucking
It's a
nice
flamingo.
hat there.
So my dad calls me the head cuckoo bird. So naturally, he inspired this.
I love the dad joke. That's cool. That's a bad. What is that? A crown hat? What would you call that?
This is my crown. I'm the queen.
Crown. It's badass. Badass crown.
Thank you.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
What was we talking about?
She was getting ready to say something.
I feel bad now.
About the
Isn't that
orbs.
always the
It was
case?
about the orbs.
Or
So orbs are like energy. Orbs are like, like Charlotte has orbs in her room. That's like energy. Those are your spirits, your guides. Now orbs can be not of the best intention, but it's also like energy.
yes, I don't know if like the UFOs need energy orbs though. I can see them being like little small ships or like something like that, maybe.
Yeah, but what powers them?
How are aliens not gods?
Well, we're all gods. I think.
Right. We're also all aliens too.
Yep, that too.
So if aliens, right, have figured out, if other realm worldly things out of this reality have figured out all of this other shit and already know all of this, how are they not energy? Energy is the only thing that's consistent. Energy can't be created or destroyed.
I think we're all energy. So
Yeah.
but I think that the aliens can also be like a physical form as well. I don't know.
True.
I don't know if you like. I think you have to have both. Besides, in like a different dimension. In a different dimension, you could probably only be energy. But I think in this dimension, you have to have a physical form as well. To operate a spaceship. I don't know. I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
You are not stupid. What at all? You're just saying exactly what I'm saying, just differently.
I'm just like, who knows? But I think too, like I can see both sides of this. Like some people say, like, why would aliens visit us if they're this advanced? But also we could just be their fucking entertainment.
Well, yeah.
Like we're the Tijuana of space, basically. I can definitely see that. So I mean, like they probably just come down, and also too, I can see like them just fucking around. Like they know that if they do the Arizona Lights thing, that we're all going to freak out and all that, and they'll just sit there and watch us freak out. Kind of like a kid with a magnifying glass fucking with an anthill.
Oh yeah,
that's what they're doing. Yeah. Who knows?
You
aliens could be assholes just fucking around with us.
You could be onto something.
Like look at humans freaking out.
That's honestly a good way to put it. I have not thought about that before.
Who knows? Like I can see that. Okay, we love to fuck around. We love to fuck around with
and find out.
And people, and we just love fucking with stuff. It's fun. So I think that the aliens probably like that too. Who knows?
Were you fucking with it?
Also, but even with government technology, I can see like some soldiers want to fuck with people. Like, oh, let's put this fast-paced UFO over Oklahoma City and make it go really fast.
Right.
Fuck with people. I can see that being a thing too. Who knows? I think it's just people fucking with us.
I think the government did that with a lot of people in the late 70s, early 80s, when you had a lot of the TR-3B sightings come up. That was actually reported on the Unsolved Mysteries television show.
Yeah.
I think they did that. And are probably still doing it.
Yeah, and there's just some people that like to do it too. Like Bass had this one story about there's like this 1990s UFO thing that was spotted that a lot of people were talking about. And years later, it turned out to be just some dudes that got some badass balloons and tied some flares to it. Like that's all it was.
And that's all it was.
Yeah, but everybody was talking about it being a UFO, but no, it was just some dumbasses with some flares.
Well, technically, it was a UFO at that time. It was an unidentifiable flying object.
Yeah, I just think that like some people can just be fucking around, but I do think that there like can be some UFO shit. It's just that's the thing, man. There's all time you don't know. You don't know if it's faked. You don't know if it's real. You don't know if somebody's just fucking around. It can be a handful of things. That's why I wish like the aliens would just come out and say it.
Right.
Would you just look at that?
Yeah, like, Hillary, take off the mask and show us the lizard person. Fucking, no. If anybody's a lizard person,
It has to be her.
it's Hillary. I don't know about Bill. Bill's probably a normal dude. He likes pussy too much.
I did not have sexual relations with that girl.
Lizard people, I don't think like pussy that much. But Hillary, she's a lizard person. I can see her be a lizard person.
Rebecca, do you have a question or a comment?
Don't I always, Goose? What I want to say is that, see, what happens though is I have to wait and then I forget what I said or what I was going to say. Alien invasions. Okay. So it's not going to be, they're not going to tell you. Do you really think that aliens are going to like publicly stop here on a planet that can't get over their own race's color? No. They're going to be private meetings. They're going to be to particular people who can understand what they're saying, who can appreciate their knowledge and their wisdom, because it's not going to be hostile, right? But we're going to treat it as a hostile thing. The alien invasion is going to be faked. Anything that you hear on the news is fake fucking bullshit. It's all propaganda. It's all about fear and control. As a fly flies around me, it's a spy fly. But that's not going to be something that's public. Like, you're not going to hear about it. The revolution's not going to be televised.
Right on, sister. Yeah. That's who the fuck was that dude that said that? The revolution.
It's a song.
Hey, Eli.
Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Fuck yeah, Fred Hampton. You know, but I can see that being a control thing. Like last time, whenever we had that talk about why the government would fake an alien invasion to get that control over people, I kind of like thought about that, and I can definitely see that being a thing. I mean, that would be the ultimate control right there. But also, that'd bring people together too, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely would.
I don't know.
Something
The government could fuck themselves if they fake an alien invasion.
Yes, they could. Something.
Just look at Mars Attacks. But Eli, do you know what Bill said to Hillary when he found out she was a reptilian?
No.
Iguana tap it, but I have a reptile dysfunction.
Oh my God.
Dirty Dan, tell us about the Minnesota recent UFO sighting, and then we'll close everything out after that.
Coming from Golden Valley, Minnesota, unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, whatever acronym you so wish to call it, or that the government likes to use, they fascinate people, right? Well, that recent Pentagon report that admitted to hardly anything of UAP status has people talking once again about what is in our skies. However, none of this is new to Tom Maher, however you say it, the Minnesota director of the Mutual UFO Network, or MUFON. We are a nonprofit organization, says Maher. We are private citizens, and we collect UFO reports and investigate sightings. MUFON was created in 1969, the same year as the U.S. Air Force closed its UFO investigation unit called Project Blue Book. In Minnesota, some 80 volunteers meet monthly, assigning and investigating anywhere from 6 to 20 newly reported local UFO claims a month. There's people like, there's no evidence at all. And well, have you looked, said Maher. And that's exactly what they do. They look. Last year, MUFON Minnesota completed 103 UFO sighting investigations, and of them, 3 were identified as hoaxes. 53 were semi-explainable objects like planets, small aircraft, or satellites, and the rest lacked enough data or were simply unexplainable to tie into something logical. So far this year, the group has received 45 sightings. And this article has access to some of them. In Polk County, a dog appears to be chasing a green orb on the prairie grass. Fortunately, some sightings like this are easily explained. Here, investigators determine the sunlight is reflecting off the camera lens, producing the orb. I think we've all done that, especially with you having cats. You know, you'll have that sun come through your window, and you'll do that. Get them to climb up the wall. However, the next one is unexplained, which is case 112704. Leno Lakes, a pulsating light is reported over a neighbor's house, but is not stationary. Investigators wanted to conclude that it's likely a star. However, unless the Earth was experiencing a massive earthquake, it would not be moving. MUFON suggests autokinesis is at play, where they're saying that a stationary object can appear to move. However, no one can confirm it yet. We go back to another explained case, which is shot in Matomedi. The video shows a string of 20 plus star-like figures moving in a straight line. And apparently it's a very common sighting up there, and it's quite explainable. When someone says there's 30 or 40 in a row overhead going in a straight line, this one turned out to be SpaceX launching a bunch of satellites. It's a pretty good chance. And so they went and checked it out, and they lined it up on a map, and they found that the trajectory lines of that were the exact same that Elon had published for 38 satellites for his internet satellite service. And said they are compelling, they're interesting, but now again, it's Elon Musk throwing us off. We have another unexplained one. This is case 115001. A husband and wife delivering newspapers in Faribault about 3 a.m. shot a hovering disc of lights. The MUFON report suggests the object was at least 3 to 5 miles from the witness. The event lasted a few minutes before the flying object disappeared from the area right in front of them. The MUFON investigator concluded that after analyzing the cell phone footage, that the video is 100% unaltered, and the picture of the craft, in their opinion, is evidence of a genuine and no obvious signs of a hoax or some other natural explanation that can be found. This is a true unidentified aerial phenomenon. The disposition is unknown. And linked to that case, they have a radar capture of the object appearing and then disappearing in the same fashion. We have another one from St. Paul, where a tight formation of lights that do not appear to match the path of any SpaceX satellite. There is no group of aircraft large enough to fly in that pattern. And that one is currently under progress. Those are the most recent ones so far.
From Minnesota.
Just from Minnesota. And that's all within August and into September.
Well, I mean, if aliens are going to go anywhere where they're not really going to be fucked with, or
Go to Tijuana.
or Minnesota, like who gives a who the fuck who's doing anything in Minnesota? You know, like that'd be the perfect place to lay low or lay high. I just got one question, man. Like, okay, if these life forms are so advanced that they can travel across billions of miles between galaxies, why the fuck do they still need lights to drive at night? They got bad eyesight? Like, what the fuck is going on there? That's one thing that I've always wondered. I do think that there's something to it, you know, and it could be aliens. But why the fuck do they need lights for? I wonder. Or maybe they're just fucking with us.
Maybe the lights help them see stuff they're going to pick up, or, you know.
Or maybe it's an attention grabber tactic.
It could be.
It could be. You never know. I just think that, like I said earlier, I mean, well, and too, like, isn't it crazy that they have to have people like this that look into this shit? You know, like how they're talking about Project Blue Book and all that. I mean, there's something to it if you have to have agencies and people like this to look into it.
Exactly. And there's a new agency that is getting started, you know, the government's recently putting together. And anytime you spend money on something, a government does, There's a more than a strong chance it exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want, I mean, and I know the government wastes money all the time. It's not theirs, it's the taxpayers. They don't care. But if you're going to put millions and millions, possibly billions of dollars into a project to watch for these craft, you know something that we don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dirty Dan, what's your thoughts on that?
I think you are 100% right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, Eli, thank you very much for coming
Thank you,
on,
man.
man.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to plug or say, or we will have you back in November? We will set that day down. We will do an office podcast that day.
Dude,
All about
Eli,
I'm so excited.
Eli, before you go, give the listeners and viewers one of your most favorite jokes to tell as a comedian.
Oh, God. I don't want to do any of my own shit because that'll just like,
Why?
I don't want to ruin it. I just like, I'm working on some shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It ain't like recorded yet. And like, that's why Dave Chappelle doesn't allow any phones at his show.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like a joke that you're telling can be totally different once you like actually get it on pat. But I did hear a really good joke.
Okay.
And I'll do that one. I just don't want to make a mess. I need a towel.
A
Oh,
towel.
boy.
Oh, thanks, Dirty Dan. He's going to get a towel.
You are so welcome. I am so excited for this now.
Okay.
Okay, he's back.
Get my cum towel ready.
You do realize this is a joke, right? Not a.
Okay. This is a great joke. And some people may know this joke already. It's in a movie.
Okay.
This is not one of my own jokes.
Okay.
It's in a movie. But I just watched this movie for the first time the other day. And I thought that this joke was fucking hilarious. So I've been trying to tell everybody. So some of the people out there may know this one, but some of you may not. And you're just going to fucking just listen. Okay. So this was a couple's 50th wedding anniversary. On the morning they wake up and the wife rolls over and looks at the husband and she says, "Oh, Philip, we've been married for 50 years. 50 years, Philip. Today, I want to give you anything that your heart desires, whatever you want. On today, you got it. You ask me for anything, and Philip, I will do anything for you today." And he says, "Oh, Gretchen, that's a wonderful offer. Thank you for that. You know, throughout this entire 50 years of marriage, there is something that has been missing. A blowjob. Gretchen, today I would love to have a blowjob." So she gives him the blowjob and, you know, he comes and afterwards they're laying there and he says, "Oh, Gretchen, that was wonderful. That was the best blowjob that I've ever had in my life. Thank you so much for that. And Gretchen, I would like to return the favor. Today, anything you want, anything, you let me know and I will give it to you. You want the moon, I'll give you the moon. Gretchen, whatever you want today, you let me know and you've got it." She says, "Give me a kiss."
I don't know what was better, the punchline or Rebecca's face and reaction.
That was a good one, my friend. That was a good one.
Let's give Eli a round of applause here.
Well, we can do better than that.
And the crowd goes wild.
So,
Good Will Hunting is the movie, by the way. If anybody hasn't watched that movie, check it out. One of Robin Williams' best films.
yeah, Robin Williams was great.
And Matt Damon, too.
Yes.
Good movie.
This is our last show for September. The month of October, we have some very exciting things coming up. Throughout the month of October, we'll have new segments from Seth Elmbergy, where he'll be talking about cryptids. We'll have a new segment with myself and Justin Perkins. We're going to have every podcast in October. We'll have a guest celebrity ghost story, not guest celebrity, a guest ghost story. And we'll also be having some Kentucky spooky stories during breaks and so forth. And that's all coming up next week, starting next week on Here to Chew Bubblegum. And we'll also have Seth Ambergy on the show next week. Dirty Dan, do you want to tell us about a very special group of people?
Goose, I would love to. So for this month, or I guess this segment of time, because I didn't start at the beginning of the month. Anyway, I digress. We're going to recognize the group and their amazing work called the Till Valhalla Project. They were established in 2017, rocking the slogan, "Where heroes live on forever." Under their wonderful tribute of a logo, the TVP team is all about bringing and spreading awareness of the help our vets and soldiers desperately need. The ones who devote and sacrifice their time to protect our lives and freedoms and give us the opportunity to have this podcast. And unfortunately, and all too much, give the ultimate sacrifice of their own lives for us. Julia was quoted saying, "Our mission is to do whatever it takes, anything to get our name and purpose out to the masses." The products that they have for sale and for donation make a difference, but the conversations and awareness that they bring to lessen the 22 a day plus one active duty a day suicide is more significant than any monetary donation. We need to support each other, most notably our brothers and sisters and the families that have been left behind. They have actually broken over $1 million now for that they've raised in under 2 years toward the battle against veteran suicide. And their stand on is it's a plague, and they're not going to let it go without a fight. They're making their stand to stop it. So if anyone is interested in going over and supporting the cause, donating, or learning more about it and wanting to share their message, please go ahead and check out their website. It's tillvalhallaproject.com. Reach out to them. They do memorial plaques for every fallen soldier. That is 100% donation. They're actually very, very beautiful pieces. Just something that captured them to help keep that memory alive and let them live on forever. And not to forget, but maybe kind of on the interim right now with some stuff going on in the background, Adventures with Purpose. Check them out. Sam is unfortunately not with them any longer, but you can check out Jared and Dan and the gang on their YouTube, Adventures with Purpose, or their official website, adventureswithpurpose.com.
Thank you very much, Dirty Dan. Rebecca, thank you. I always love doing these with you and live on Twitch. Eli, again, thank you very much, my friend. I look forward to having you back on in November, and looking forward to the Office podcast.
It's gonna be badass.
So yes, it cool. Definitely is. I want to remind everyone about the Fright Night Film Festival in Louisville, Kentucky, October 1st through the 3rd at the Ramada Plaza Hotel Complex. For more information, you can visit frightnightfilmfest.com, and don't forget, while there, you can meet CK and Uncle Bill from deadpit.com. Also, the new Midlife Crisis album entitled Have a Little Faith is now available, and you can get that on CD, USB stick, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and many, many more places. Be sure to check out Talk Junkie with our good friend Justin Perkins. Don't forget about Down on the Holler with Jordan and Brad. Seth's Daily Podcast. If you're into spooky, be sure to visit spookyfamilypodcast.com. And special thanks to Chris Sloan and the people at the Mountain Mysteries Podcast.com. Be sure to check those out. If you want to awaken more, Rebecca Short on TikTok and Honest Rebecca Thoughts on Twitch. That'll do it for this week. We'll see you next week. And until then, so long for now.
Maybe I'm not leaving. Maybe I'm just going home.
Thanks for listening to Here to Chew Bubblegum. Tune in next time as we dive deeper into things the government doesn't want us to know.
And we are clear. I seen you looking at your notes, Rebecca. That was some stuff I wrote in. So
I was just wondering why you didn't mention our weekly thing.
I thought I did, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You forgot to thank Carlin for his voiceover work.
Okay. Yes, I sure did forget. Oh, damn it. Okay. That's my bad. Sorry about that.
That's why I was like, wait a second, we skipped a whole fucking section here.
Well, see, I don't know what the hell I done with my stuff. It's all mixed up. I didn't even have that. I was
Remember, babes, when I said last week, because you made fun of Goose for printing out in size 122 font, I said Geese can't read that well.
You see the reflection off my sunglasses? Like, I know you can see the ring light, but like that is off my truck right now. And yo, it's fucking bright.
Every
Yes,
time she comes up on my phone, she's wearing something different. I dig the glasses though. Are they like glow in the dark?
No.
Damn, they look like glow in the dark glasses. Some glow in the dark glasses would be kind of cool.
Yes.
No,
yes.
that is how bright the fucking sun is.
What is that like a fucking what's that fucking one actor that done Clockwork Orange? Why am I so stupid right now?
You're not talking about Michael
Stanley Kubrick.
Yes.
Is that a Stanley Kubrick hat?
I mean, it could be. He did fake the moon landing recording.
Never know. Motherfucker was weird. That one movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, it has one of the stupidest endings I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman just looks at Tom Cruise. Let's fuck.
Yeah.
And that's the ending. That's how the movie ends. What? Damn, that could have been a movie.
Dirty, and I'm going to take probably about 20, 25 minutes. And I will call you, and we'll get set up for the radio show. I'm going to put Eli out and come back and put these together and upload this to drop it for.
Are we going to have a special guest on our first radio shows too?
Nah, it'd just be us. That way we're talking about what to do and stuff. So.
Oh, so Eli's leaving?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're about to fuck on that bed over there. But
so then
I'll be leaving.
Yeah. Then he's going to leave.
All right. Well, just keep the zoom up. So turn the camera on so I can watch.
Rebecca, you can stop the recording, but do you want me to close this out or text you back after I get done?
I'm not stopping the recording until we end this call because
Yeah, she learned that last week. She's missing.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention your show, Rebecca and Carlin. So I feel like shit because of that. Sorry,
yeah, but now at least it'll be on YouTube that you apologize because it's still recording.
Well, there you go. So yeah.
So you
and
did
it's
mention
on
it.
Twitch.
Yes. So
And it's on Twitch.
there you go. So
Eli,
Yes, sir.
are you a fan of insulting shirts?
No, wait, are you just talking about shirts that insult people?
Like sayings on it that just like drive people the wrong way?
Yeah. I have like a bunch of bad shirts like that. My favorite one I have like one is like has like a bunch of children like a children's book. And it says like devil's music. It's just talking about shit with the devil. It's pretty funny.
So two things then. One, Rebecca, listen to this one. I got a confirmation text for tracking info for the shirts I got us. And you know the Bounty paper towel logo?
Mm-hmm.
It has a picture of Biden and it says Biden in that font and says the quicker fucker upper. And then I'm wearing another one right now that my car, which is a diesel, is not very clean. It has the black smoke all over it and all over the back of my car. But it says at least my TDI is cleaner than your girlfriend.
I like it. I love insulting shirts.
Yes.
they're good. I'm going to disconnect back here from our end and edit this. I'll probably have to compress this because this is over. This is right at 2 hours. Maybe
I'll give you something
We're
to
at
compress.
2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know what your clock says.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Damn.
Okay. I know the first segment was about an hour. And I know the second one was over an hour. So
Farted.
I just hope that the recording space takes all of this and it doesn't cut it.
yeah. All right. But I will text you back in about half hour max, Dirty Dan, and we'll knock the radio show out real quick.
All right, brother.
Love you guys. See you
Love
guys.
you too.
y'all.
Good seeing you
Bye.
again, Eli.
Mwah.